Not only are the Cubs the hottest team in Chicago, they're now the hottest team in North America. The Northsiders seek their 9th straight win on ABC7.
Right now from ABC7 Chicago. Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC7.
Fans got here early at U.S. Cellular Field. The Crosstown Cup continues. It is game 5 of a 6-game season series. The Cubs and White Sox each winning 2 apiece through the first 4. Nice night for baseball. Cubs and White Sox coming up here on ABC7. Great to have you with us for Cubs baseball. Jim DeShays and Len Casper. We're going to get right into the Cadillac pitching matchup as the Cubs go for win number 9 in a row. And it's a rematch from July 12th at Wrigley Field.
And that ball game, both guys pitched well. Jake Arrieta for the Cubs. He's been on an unbelievable roll. Jose Quintana, the lefty, pitched for the White Sox that day. He does so again tonight. He likes to throw that cutter in on the right-handed hitters. Jake Arrieta's got a wide assortment of pitches. He had the White Sox hitters handcuffed all afternoon long back at Wrigley. But nothing new there. That's been the case for Arrieta for a good long while. He now has the 3rd best ERA in the National League. He is on an unbelievable roll. Check out the numbers over his last 10 starts, 7-1 with a 123 earned run average, giving the Cubs better than 7 innings per start. He's only given up 1 home run in that 10-game span.
And you see Quintana gave up a home run in that last start. It was to Arrieta. That will not be the case tonight. We're playing under American League rules. And when we come back, one of the hottest hitters in one of the hottest lineups in baseball, Dexter Fowler, will chat with Jesse Rogers. Stay tuned.
Heyman's Westside Ace Hardware has multiple services to help you. From key cutting, pipe cutting and threading, sharpening services, paint mixing, and lamp repair. Services beyond the ordinary at Heyman's Westside Ace Hardware in Davenport.
Grab your friends and head over to Pints to watch any of your favorite sports teams. From college to professional sports, we've got you covered on any of our 11 TVs at Pints. Full-service bar and 20 beers on tap. Cheer on your team at Pints. Stop by Pints on Utica Ridge Road.
The Ford Free Ride is on. Get 0% financing for 72 months for qualified buyers, so you're free from interest for 6 years. That's on every 2015 car, SUV, and truck, so you're free to choose. Plus $1,000 bonus cash direct from Ford on cars and SUVs, so you're free to save. Interest-free financing on every 2015 Ford, plus $1,000 bonus cash on cars and SUVs. Hurry, the Ford Free Ride ends soon at your local Ford dealer.
If anything comes up, I will be here. And
a New York minute.
And Jeff, guess I'm a lot faster than a speeding bullet. Impossible's just another Tuesday for us.
Tuesday at 7 on the Quad Cities CW.
Beyond this blue hair lies another realm.
My hair isn't really blue. By caramba!
A realm full of... and... where children never age.
Ugh, the foul stench of youth.
And donuts hold the key to the universe.
Donuts.
Join us as we explore The Simpsons.
Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset. Weekdays at 5 on the Quad Cities CW.
Heyman's Westside Ace Hardware has over 70 years of knowledge and can help you with all of your window needs. We can repair windows, screens, and thermopane windows. Services beyond the ordinary at Heyman's Westside Ace Hardware in Davenport.
We've seen basically since the All-Star break, you've been on base a lot for Coughlin, Rizzo, Schwarber. What's it like with those 3 guys coming up?
They kind of make it easy for me. You know, you get on base and then let them do their thing. And, you know, the pitching and everything's coming together.
And for you, of course, your on-base percentage has skyrocketed in the second half. I know you've told reporters you really haven't changed your game. Are you just maybe not swinging a little bit outside the zone?
I don't have to. I don't have to anymore. You know, just being able to take some close pitches now and go about my business like I've been doing.
The playoff race is heating up. You haven't really been in one since your rookie season back in Colorado. Does it have the same feel where you come to the ballpark and you just know that you're going to pull one out one way or another?
Oh, it does. It does. You know, you get those juices flowing in there, and you know, no matter if you're down 4 or you're down 1, you realize that something good's going to happen.
What about playing in this ballpark? It's playing small. At least it did in Game 1. What was it like out there on Friday?
I don't think I got one ball. I think I got the first ball of the game. You know, the base hit, and that was it. But yeah, the balls were flying yesterday, and you know, hopefully we keep it going.
As a veteran, how do you keep the rookies sort of even keeled down this stretch with all attention on them, really, for the playoff race?
If you haven't noticed, we got some pretty good rookies. so they you know, they do a good job of policing themselves. We don't have to really do much as a veteran, but you know, they join in with the whole post game and pregame stuff, and they're very lighthearted. So.
Real quick, I've heard good things about Russell post game. What's he like, Addison Russell?
You know, he's a sneaky good dancer. You know, he gets in there, and after post game, you know, he gets after it.
Dexter, thank you.
Thank you.
That's Dexter Fowler coming up next. Cubs and Sox on ABC7.
Some of us see camping as one of life's greatest pleasures. From fishing to sleeping under the stars to hiking or even cooking outside. Using quality equipment makes sure every moment will be memorable and fun. At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we understand. That's why we offer a huge selection of camping gear from top brands like Sundolphin, Camp Chef, Igloo, Buck Knives, Coleman, Frog Togs, Leatherman, and more. So make the great outdoors even more enjoyable with genuine value you can depend on. From Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Polyrhythms presents their second annual Jazz and Heritage Festival, August 21st through 23rd. Celebrate on Friday and Saturday at Rock Island's MLK Park and on Sunday in the RME's Redstone Room in Davenport. Bring your lawn chairs, relax, and listen as we celebrate the musical legacy of the Quad Cities with headliners Nina Freelon and Billy Branch and the Sons of Blues. This festival is free and open to the public. The Polyrhythms Jazz and Heritage Festival, August 21st, 22nd, and 23rd.
Aaron Rodgers, Ben Roethlisberger. You won't see them face off in the regular season. You'll only see them on the Quad Cities CW, your official Packers station. August 23rd, the Packers take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Football is back. Packers, Steelers, August 23rd. Coverage begins at 11:30 on the Quad Cities CW, your official Packers station.
I love coming to River Bandits games. I love eating popcorn and watching baseball. And all those crazy, funny acts. But mostly, I like to play in the bounce house and ride cool rides like the Ferris wheel and the dropping twist. And if I do my chores, my dad even lets me stay up late and watch the fireworks.
Dylan, you missed the spot there.
Well, at least I don't have to clean the bathroom.
The River Bandits at Modern Woodman Park,
Where the fun never stops.
This HD broadcast is brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity, your home for the most live sports.
Hey, let's take a look at our Mercedes keys to the game. Left, right, whatever. That's in reference to Jake Arrieta. Dominates both right and left-handed hitters, so it really puts an opposing manager in a bit of a bind. But, again, Arrieta is one of the best in the business. Deep dish. Having a little fun with the Chicago theme here tonight. Arrieta has been pitching deep just about every time out, and that would be handy again here tonight because the bullpen had to cover 5 2/3 innings in the ball game yesterday.
Now the Cubs Southwest starting lineup brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Fowler in the leadoff spot, thanks to Dexter for chatting with Jesse Rogers on our pregame coverage. Kyle Schwarber is back in left. He DH'd yesterday. Chris Bryant will move up a couple of slots and hit third against the lefty. Then it's Rizzo's homered in 2 straight. Soler will DH for the first time in his major league career. Denorfia in right. Castro at second. David Ross will catch. And Addison Russell plays short and hits ninth.
White Sox defensively brought to you by Nissan. A little sloppy in the outfield yesterday. They've had some problems out there all year long. Alexi Ramirez made a couple brilliant plays in the ball game yesterday. So it's Cabrera, Eaton, Garcia, left center, right. Saladino, Ramirez, Sanchez, Abreu, third to first. Tyler Flowers really good behind the plate. And Jose Quintana, the young lefty, on the mound. 26 years of age, 6'1", 220. This is his fourth year in the league. 6-9 with a 3.59 ERA. He makes start number 24.
Deep breath by the left-hander, and here we go. Fowler hits the first pitch on the ground right at Alexei Ramirez, who throws him out. Weather at the first pitch tonight brought to you by Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing for all the right reasons. Call 866-4 Seasons. It's cooled off a bit, but it's still pretty warm, 82 degrees, and a nice forecast. Joe West, the crew chief, making sure home plate is clean after one pitch. DJ Rayburn, Clint Fagan, Kerwin Danley on the bases. You think Rayburn will be spinning discs after the game at a club nearby?
I think he will.
Here's Kyle Schwarber playing left.
Hopefully Country Joe's music.
There you go. One strike on Schwarber. Hitless yesterday, but he did drive in a run with a sac fly. He walked, and he scored a run.
Quintana's got a good arm. He'll top out at 95 miles an hour. He'll sit comfortably right around 91, 92. Curveball change, slide piece.
Big swing and a miss on a fastball at 93, and it's 1-2. Schwarber was hitting rockets out of the ballpark during BP. Ball was really jumping yesterday.
And both these pitchers tonight do a pretty good job of keeping the ball on the ground. Quintana's allowed just 12 home runs. Arrieta has allowed only 9 this year.
So 2 of the 6 games, Arrieta-Quintana matchups. Arrieta the victor the last time around at Wrigley as Quintana strikes out Schwarber for out number 2.
You know, that Mercedes key, that left-right whatever, applied to Arrieta does not apply to Quintana. He's been really tough on left-handed hitters. It's going to be a challenge for the lefties tonight. They hit just .213 against him, and he's allowed 2 home runs to left-handed hitters. Righties, however, batting .296 against Quintana with 10 long ones.
Chris Bryant with an 11-game hitting streak, 2 hits including a double in the series opener. Takes a vicious hack and fouls back to the screen. Cubs a winner yesterday. Not much changed in the standings as the 2 teams ahead of them, the Cardinals and the Pirates, both won, and the team directly behind them in the wild card also victorious, the Giants. So the Cubs are 4.5 up on San Francisco for wild card number 2. Going into play today, 1.5 behind Pittsburgh for the top wild card spot. And the standings brought to you by the Bob LaCourcio Auto Group. And you did a little pregame research, and you noted over the last 30 games, the Cubs are 20-10. And yet they have picked up very little ground on the teams ahead of them. A couple of games on the Pirates and only 1 on St. Louis. Now the good news is they've widened the gap between themselves and the Giants. But this division is something else.
Yeah, it's like if it were a horse race and all the teams in the National League, the Cardinals sprinted out to the front, and then the Pirates decided we better run with them or they're going to run and hide. And now the Cubs have joined that race. Those 3 teams surging over the last month. Giants put a pretty good beatdown on Max Scherzer last night. Thought maybe the Cubs would get a little help from Scherzer, but the Giant lineup is really good.
The Nationals will go into their game tonight trying to avoid dropping to 500 on the season. Here's the 2-2 to Bryant, and it misses inside. Rizzo on deck, and a full count on Chris. Here's the payoff delivery, a swing and a miss, strike 3. And the Cubs go down pretty quietly in the opening inning. It'll be Jake Arrieta against the White Sox.
This summer, you could win tickets every hour to concerts of your choice.
Awesome. Yeah.
But only with Pepsi.
Yes. Oh. At least your name's on the bottle. Do I look like a Larry to you?
Pop open music every hour with Pepsi. This summer, you could win tickets every hour to concerts of your choice. But only with Pepsi.
You still got the polar bear?
Pop open music every hour with Pepsi.
Choosing from the $4 menu is not for the indecisive. Incredible values await. Behold the original double steak burger meal. The taco salad and chili cheese footlong meals. The garlic double steak burger meal.
What's that sound, Master?
Kung Fu elbow. Try it.
The $4 menu, where all meals are under $4. At Steak and Shake.
Turn around.
Every now and then I get a little bit hungry and there's nothing really good around.
Turn around.
Every now and then I get a little bit tired of living off the taste of the air. Finally I have a manly chocolatey snack and fiber so my wife won't give me any more flack. I finally found the right snack.
Making a habit, taking it, grabbing life by the horns till I find satisfaction, keeping the score, eager for more, looking to soar, pop off the distractions. Making it happen, try to imagine, do what you love and you'll love the reaction. Give it your all for a piece of the action, getting involved in the moment is magic.
Now the White Sox starting lineup brought to you by Southwest Airlines. They've got a current 23-game streak of scoring at least 2 runs. That may be tested tonight against Jake Arrieta. And not many changes from yesterday. Really the only one, Flowers in for Soto, and Arrieta ready to go. One ball, no strikes on Adam Eaton. Reached 3 times yesterday, once on a home run. Castro gets him. Nicely done, Starlin Castro.
Good start for Arrieta. Nice play for Castro. We'll set the Cubs defense for you. It's brought to you by Toyota. Kyle Schwarber back out in left. Fowler center. Denorfia gets a start in right. Bryant Russell, Castro, Rizzo. This is back-to-back starts for Starlin at second base. David Ross will do the catching tonight, and Jake Arrieta is on the mound. He has the 13-6 record. 2.38 ERA, good for 3rd best in the National League. Just a paltry 2.06 batting average against.
Tyler Saladino, the rookie 3rd baseman, who made his big league debut at Wrigley Field in July. Strike 1. Zach Greinke 159, Jacob deGrom 203, Jake Arrieta 238, just ahead of Clayton Kershaw at 2.39. Just getting settled in here. And the 1-1 is low. And a look at the league leaders, and they are brought to you by DeVry University. And we'll get them in a second. Russell with a chance. Low throw, dug out by Rizzo. The DeVry University league leaders.
Take that rotation right there and give me a double-A club, and I'll get to the postseason. That Give me a college team with that rotation. I'll get to the postseason.
Jose Abreu, 7 out of 37 his last 9 games. He walked and scored yesterday, but hitless in 4 trips. And ball 1 on a curve. Not sure who Joe will go with tomorrow back of the plate. Likely David Ross against Chris Sale. That's a tough matchup for any hitter. When in doubt, you probably go with the right-handed batter, so we could see David Ross here in back-to-back outings. And I haven't even looked at Tuesday. Is that a John Lester day?
I don't know.
I think that's a Hamill day, actually. 2-1. So we'll see him at some point in the Detroit or Atlanta series as well. Slider is low. It's 3-1. See Jake already working up quite a sweat.
Not as hot as yesterday. Obviously starting a little bit later, but still warm and steamy.
3-1 slider into the right field corner. It is a fair ball. And Abreu's got a double. Just fair. Don't know if it hit chalk, but if not, right inside the line for a 2-out double.
Abreu does a lot of damage that direction. He's a strong man. Jake allowed a 2-out triple in his last start to the Giants in the first inning. That's the only base runner that passed first base against him.
Switch hitting Melky Cabrera. And the curveball bounced right back to Jake. Nice play to end the inning as Abreu stranded at second. 0-0 after 1.
Some of us see camping as one of life's greatest pleasures. From fishing to sleeping under the stars to hiking or even cooking outside. Using quality equipment makes sure every moment will be memorable and fun. At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we understand. That's why we offer a huge selection of camping gear from top brands like Sun Dolphin, Camp Chef, Igloo, Buck Knives, Coleman, Frog Togs, Leatherman, and more. So make the great outdoors even more enjoyable with genuine value you can depend on from Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
I would kill for something sweet.
Wanna split that?
No, so much fat.
Don't fight your instincts. With each for 150 calories or less, try our lemon bars, brownies, and new cheesecakes. Fiber One.
I got you something.
Oh. Diamonds.
Yeah?
Oh.
Rice World Diamonds, new in Lucky Charms.
Baby, let's ride. Chase a little sun.
With the best fuel economy, 29 miles per gallon highway,
Baby, let's ride.
Ram 1500 makes the most of the long summer days and the shorter nights.
Let the wheels of this Ram truck kick up a little.
Hurry in for $1,000 bonus cash at the Ram Summer Clearance Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months for up to $10,800 in total values on Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab in stock the longest.
Choosing from the $4 menu is not for the indecisive. Incredible values await. Behold the original double steak burger meal. The taco salad and chili cheese footlong meals. The garlic double steak burger meal.
What's that sound, Master?
Kung Fu elbow. Try it.
The $4 menu, where all meals are under $4 at Steak and Shake.
Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC7 is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now at southwest.com. Jose Quintana against Anthony Rizzo. Getting on base at a .462 clip against lefties. Only Paul Goldschmidt at .480. Has a better on-base average against lefties. Has not been a left-handed hitter to lead the majors in reaching base against lefties since Barry Bonds in 2004.
Yeah, been a remarkable turnaround, and especially when you compare what he does against lefties to the average left-handed hitter against left-handed pitching.
A young Anthony Rizzo fan here right behind the dugout. White Sox won the first 2 games at Wrigley. Arrieta salvaged a finale right before the All-Star break with that complete game win. And then a wild one yesterday, won by the Cubs 6-5. He fights it off and floats it down the line. Nice grab by Saladino. He had a long run into foul ground, and he makes the play.
A lot of clubs wouldn't have anybody in position to make a play on that ball with the shift on for Anthony.
So Lair in the DH spot, not playing the field tonight. A bit of a sore calf, but low enough to give the Cubs 4 or 5 at bats. More precautionary than anything else. He was not in the lineup yesterday. The 0-1.
Yeah, you want to get as many right-handed bats in the lineup as possible against Quintana, and certainly a guy who's capable of hitting the ball out of the ballpark. It hasn't happened very much for Jorge this year, but it's in there.
Quintana is from Colombia, born in Arjona, Bolivar, Colombia. And his minor league journey, pretty darn interesting. 2-1 pitch is low. So he signed with the Mets as a teenager back in 2006. Then the following year, he got suspended for violating minor league baseball's drug policy. Eventually, the Mets released him. He would then later sign with the Yankees in 2008. Pitched in their minor league system for 5 years, became a free agent, and then signed with the White Sox. So it's not as if he came out of nowhere, but that was a pretty astute signing by the White Sox.
Yeah, he's certainly exceeded expectations of a couple of organizations. And, you know, he did that all at a young age. He's in the league for the 4th year now. He's still just 26 years of age.
The 3-2 on the way is bounced to Saladino. Little bobble. He's still got time, and he gets it.
Of course, the guy who's nursing a little bit of a tender calf has to push it down the line to try to beat out a bobble. That's the way it goes. Good concentration by Saladino to stay with it after the initial misplay.
Talked yesterday about Alexei Ramirez. He's got a team option for next year. If Saladino can give you anything offensively, he's an intriguing guy because he is a shortstop by trade, and he's played good defense at third for the White Sox. So he's getting a nice audition here down the stretch. Now Chris Denorfia playing left. He played right yesterday and went 0 for 4. Fastball strike. Now 1-1. Castro on deck First 5 Cub hitters have been retired by the lefty.
It's always been a go-to pitch for him right there. A little cutting fastball in on a right-handed hitter.
It was supposed to be toward the outside. It actually trailed back toward the inside corner, and it was low. And it's 3-1. Yeah, good combination for Quintana. You mentioned he generally has kept the ball in the ballpark, and he doesn't walk a lot of people. 2 good traits for any pitcher.
Yeah, you know, he gives up his fair share of base hits, but he doesn't give up a lot of damage.
Big crowd once again tonight. We'll wrap up the season series tomorrow.
Same ERA, basically, home and road. He's only won 1 game here in his home ballpark. This is his 11th start here.
Yeah, he's Mr. No Decision. For whatever reason. Saladino. Wow, how about this inning?
Look at the reaction by Ramirez
for the rookie. I have a feeling you're going to see the entire inning a little later in a highlight package because he made all the plays.
Yeah, pop up, ground ball, and then a line drive, and that was spectacular.
Steak and Shake half-price happy hour is upon us. One must train to awaken at 2 a.m. for hand-dipped milkshakes.
But there's another one during the day, between 2 and 5 p.m.
Happy hour just got happier. Get half-price shakes now from 2 to 5 at Steak and Shake.
2.5 Men presents Manly Rules of the House. Number 30, think before you drink.
Can I have some of that?
Beer? No.
Why not?
Well, it's like this. Alcohol is for people who can afford to lose a few brain cells.
Yeah, so?
I rest my case.
It's 2.5 Men. A full hour, weeknights at 9 on the Quad Cities CW.
The #1 green Chevy is kicking it up a notch to the biggest pre-driven savings ever. Over 800 vehicles available to you. Easy online approval, everybody drives. 1.9% used financing, 0 down. Drive a 2015 Chevy Impala LS, a 2015 200 Limited, or a 2014 Fusion SE. Your choice, $16,993 or $257 a month, each with remaining factory warranty. We're kicking it up a notch at the #1 green Chevy, where we finance your future, not your past. You gotta go green.
Aaron Rodgers, Ben Roethlisberger. You won't see them face off in the regular season. You'll only see them on the Quad Cities CW, your official Packers station. August 23rd, the Packers take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Football is back. Packers, Steelers, August 23rd. Coverage begins at 11:30 on the Quad Cities CW, your official Packers station.
On ABC7Chicago.com, and it's brought to you by Jeff Vukovich, your local nationwide agent serving the area for 37 years. Join the nation. Contact Jeff at jeffvuk.com. Nationwide is on your side. Jake is ready to go. He and Quintana like to work fast. 1-0 on Avisail Garcia is bounced behind David Ross, who kind of lost sight of the ball for a moment. One hit yesterday. That was a first inning 2-run double of Kyle Hendricks. The Cubs bullpen One of the big stories yesterday. Richard, Grimm, Strop, Rondon. Curve is inside.
And nice to have a guy like Jake Arrieta slated to go the day after a day in which the bullpen carries much of the load.
It's a strike. 2-2.
And Rossi just boxed that 195 with outstanding movement. Caught David Ross by surprise. It's hard to catch. You know it's hard to hit.
Right. And he hit him with a fastball right in the midsection. Ross wanted that pitch in the inside part of the plate, and it just went way in and got him near the ribs.
Yeah, might be a little shot to the rib cage there, and you immediately saw David Ross slap his head in frustration as if to say, I shouldn't ask for that pitch. We should have gone away or thrown a breaking ball. But the same run there that we saw in the previous fastball that popped out of David's glove. So Arrieta has very good movement on that two-seam heater tonight.
Looks like Garcia is okay. Remember in Arrieta's last start, the slider got away from him and hit Nori Aoki in the helmet. Aoki eventually went to the concussion DL. And now it's the struggling Adam LaRoche, the DH. Rough year, and it's been a really bad start to August, hitting $121. See, he's already surpassed his strikeout total of last year. 1 out of 13 lifetime against Arrieta.
Roche has been around the big leagues for a long time. First as the son of a player, his father David, big league pitcher. We're getting some police activity or security activities. Fellow trying to make a play on the foul ball, tumbled onto the field, so he's being walked off. Adam LaRoche has been a big leaguer himself since breaking in with Atlanta in 2004.
Now 1-2.
White Sox signed him to a 2-year deal. Always a risky proposition when you sign a guy who's mid-30-ish. Not sure how long he's going to be able to cling to the prime of his career. You see a lot of guys this age go into a rapid decline.
Runner goes, and that one bounced foul.
Time will tell if that's the case with LaRoche or if it's just a bad year. Last year, pretty solid with Washington. Hit 26 home runs. Batted .260, which is his career average. Understandable that the White Sox would think if he hit 26 bombs playing for the Nationals that he'd do a lot of damage in this ballpark.
Yep. Oakland gets away from Ross, and Garcia will advance.
Arrieta's a tough guy to catch. He has very good movement on his fastball, and his breaking pitches are very sharp. Ross not able to slide over there in time to put a body in front of that one.
So a wild pitch on Arrieta. Meanwhile, 2-2 on LaRoche. Joe West didn't really make a call, did he? I think LaRoche bounced that off himself.
I don't know if Joe might have
wondering what in the world was going on.
DJ Rayburn down at first base had it. Joe will tell you, I can't call it if I don't see it.
Full 3-2.
He's got the shift on for LaRoche. Russell on the right side of second base. Castro in shallow right.
Two on the way. Coming in is Schwarber, and he makes the grab on the move.
This Wednesday, that would be the 19th. The Cubs play the Tigers. First pitch is at 7:05. First 10,000 adults 21 and over will receive a Cubs wine tumbler presented by Barefoot Wine. To purchase tickets, visit Cubs.com.
Alexei Ramirez, the shortstop. So last year, remember Jake took a no-hitter deep into a game at Fenway?
I do.
Was it the 8th inning, I think? I think he took it into the 8th. Yeah. David Ross was with the Red Sox. I was talking with David today, and he said he had no chance. He said a lot of things would have had to go wrong for Jake, and a lot of things had to go right for me to get a hit off. And he basically has said here these last few years the two toughest guys he's faced in terms of stuff, Jake Arrieta and Chris Sale. Ross is very glad to be catching one of those two guys and not having to hit against him tonight.
Yeah, that's the thing about dominant pitching. Even at this highest level, when a guy with Arrieta stuff is on his game, you'll hear a lot of that from big league hitters. Man, I had no chance. Completely overmatched.
The 1-1 on the way. Bounce back to Arrieta. Garcia was able to stop that throw over Rizzo. Both runners will advance. Garcia's going to stop at third. Joe McEwing put on the stop sign. He kind of had a bad angle on it as he hit third. And McEwing stops him. I don't think have you seen Arrieta do that? Take a bad throw to first?
No, and I think he just got a little bit out of sync with the little turn and look he made at Garcia, and then he didn't step towards first. Kind of flat-footed, boosted over there a little bit.
The one thing about Jake, he will sometimes lob it over to first. And that time just too much air under it.
Rizzo over there to talk to Arrieta, just to try to settle him down a little bit, tell him to turn the page, let's move on. And Joe West was not about to have any of that. He wanted to play on. So as Joe walked out, Anthony started to leave, and as Joe turned around, Anthony went back to the mound. They had a little dance going.
So a self-inflicted second and third one-out jam, and Sanchez, the switch hitter, takes a strike. He had 2 hits in the ball game yesterday.
Yeah, hit batter, wild pitch, E1.
Yeah, no hits in the inning. On a hop, Castro will field, but he's playing back, so the play is at first, throw to third, not in time. An RBI 4-3 ground out for Sanchez, and it's 1-0 White Sox. So Jake had a career best scoreless streak that he stretched to 18 2/3 with the first inning in the books, but that goes by the wayside here in the second. Here's Flowers. Caught the 9th inning yesterday, first start of the series. Runner at third, 2 outs, and strike 1.
Unearned. A small consolation for Arrieta.
Time called. A beach ball has fallen onto the warning track.
Pretty good chance that's going to be back on the field at some point.
I would agree.
Might have been a good idea just to pop that one.
Outside, it's 2-1. Dan Herron tomorrow for the Cubs. Chris Sale for the White Sox. Cubs will hit the charter, fly from Midway to O'Hare on their way back home.
Hope they have good food on the flight.
I enjoy the Crosstown Cup series. The one major side benefit is being able to call these road games. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and the inning is over. The White Sox grab the lead, however. It's 1-0.
This summer, you could win tickets every hour to concerts of your choice.
Awesome. Yeah.
But only with Pepsi.
Yes. Oh. At least your name's on the bottle. Do I look like a Larry to you?
Pop open music every hour with Pepsi.
These great wireless plans you hear about, they come with this guy, the Asterisk.
Let me in!
iWireless, on the other hand, will never have hidden fees, overages, or dumb asterisks. No matter how hard they try to get in. Get a smartphone plus unlimited talk, text, and data with 1 gigabyte of 4G for 30 days, just $49. Limited time only. Offer ends August 31st. iWireless. No asterisks allowed.
Ooh, I think I saw dessert.
Hey, Steven, stay strong.
What's that? You want me to eat you?
Honey, he didn't say that.
Don't fight your instincts. With each for 150 calories or less, try our lemon bars, brownies, and new cheesecakes. Fiber One.
I got you something.
Oh. Diamonds.
Yeah?
Oh. Rice World Diamonds, new in Lucky Charms.
Name something you might like about living life as a woman.
Have my own breasts.
Weeknights at 6 on the Quad Cities CW.
Meet the eligible bachelors of Seinfeld. George.
I'm unemployed and I live with my parents.
Jerry.
I'm single, I'm thin, and I'm neat.
And Kramer.
I can't get my pants off.
Seinfeld.
Weeknights on the Quad Cities CW.
This summer, you could win tickets every hour to concerts of your choice.
Right.
But only with Pepsi.
You still got the polar bear?
Pop open music every hour with Pepsi.
Glass Service Center in Rock Island. From rock chips to windshields for all your glass needs.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at the Volkswagen defensive plays of the game. Tyler Saladino, the third baseman, putting together a nice little resume tape here in the top half of the second. Handles the pop-up, great concentration, plenty of arm, and then the topper. Tremendous play on the line drive, and I love the reaction by Alexi Ramirez over there at short. Jacked up for his teammate. That was a spectacular play, capping the most impressive defensive inning for Saladino.
So an unearned run for the White Sox, and they lead 1-0. Castro, Ross, Russell, 7, 8, 9 here in the third inning. Second consecutive start at second base for Castro, and he had 3 hits in the ballgame yesterday. One ball, 1 strike. Since we last spoke to you, history was made by Matt Kemp. Good for the first cycle, and San Diego Padres history last night in Colorado, which is cycle central. He tripled in the 9th to complete it. And the Red Sox put up 37 runs in 2 games against the Mariners, including a 22-10 win earlier this afternoon.
In a game that was started by Felix Hernandez. King Felix gave up 10.
That's hard to believe. And the Blue Jays have lost twice since we signed off yesterday. That's why we had a little fun with the tease that the Cubs had been the hottest team in the States, but now the hottest team in North America, with the Blue Jays now winning just 11 of 13.
Next, we'll shoot for the continent. The subcontinent.
I was going to say, North America is a continent, right? Shoot for a hemisphere.
The greatest in all the land.
Jackie Bradley Jr., 2 homers, 3 doubles, 7 RBIs for the Red Sox today. It's been an emotional couple of days for the Red Sox. They found out yesterday their manager, John Farrell, will step aside for the rest of the season as he'll undergo treatment for lymphoma. Good battle here. Quintana and Castro. Quintana's got Castro in swing mode right now, but Starlin has a great ability to make contact on pitches outside the zone. Flowers makes a catch just as Castro is headed back toward the dugout. Watch Chicago's #1 news, ABC7 Eyewitness News in the morning, weekdays 4:30 to 7 a.m. with Judy Sue and Terrell Brown. Terrell coming up shortly. 1 out here in the Cubs' third. Here's David Ross.
Rossi likes to try to ambush that first pitch fastball. And White Sox dropped that curve on him. Took a bad hack.
Changeup is low.
David Ross, his Major League Baseball journey began in 2002 at the age of 25 with the Dodgers. Pittsburgh, San Diego, Cincinnati, Boston, Atlanta, Boston again, and now Cub.
Right field, Garcia over to his left. People actually wondering if the Cubs are flying tomorrow from Midway to O'Hare. Yeah, of course we are. It's a flight will take 35 seconds.
I'm going to jump on one of those Blue Angel planes and fly home with those guys.
Well, from here to Midway, it'll take us 35 minutes. The flight itself is 35 seconds, and then it's another hour to from the bus to Wrigley. So I think it works out pretty well.
I'm not even going to put my tray table up. I'm living on the edge.
Two and one on Russell. Here's a pitch. Hammered fair into the left field corner. And the Cubs have a base runner. First hit of the day.
And I love that swing. He's gotten so good on the fastball. After John Maley went to work on him, tweaked his approach. A lot of good things have happened. There's a lot more to come. 21 years old. Not even Tyler Saladino could catch that ball.
Switch hitting Fowler.
See, I think for these crosstown Cup games, the team should travel like in a school bus. And everybody should have their uniform on, leaving their home ballpark. And then after the game, they get dropped off at home like you did after school.
I like it. Now you're talking. Stop at Dairy Queen after.
You're hanging out on the corner. All of a sudden the bus pulls up. Like 6 Cubs walk off in their uniform. Duffel bag slung over their shoulder.
All just there to get a blizzard.
Got an ice cream cone in their hands. Only if you win, though. Hang with. If you lose, no ice cream.
Two and one the count.
Packed house here tonight. They expect a full house again tomorrow.
Back to the final day of the first half. 27 games going into tonight. Fowler with 30 hits, 26 walks, and only 24 strikeouts. Huge change in his fortunes this season. That is a fair ball, and the Cubs are going to tie it. Fowler on his way to second as Russell scores. Back-to-back two-out doubles. Dilly bars for everyone. It's 1-1.
Make mine a cherry dip. See Fowler shoot the ball the other way that much from the right-handed batter's box, but a pretty swing. Let that ball get deep. Slices it right down the first base line. Garcia plays a shallow right field, so he had to retreat a little bit to cut that one off. I don't think it was going to much matter with Fowler's speed. 2 bases all the way.
On Kyle Schwarber. Gotta give John Carlson a little pop for the Dilly bar note. Made me laugh. Crowd really into it here early on. 1-1. Ooh. 2-2.
He's got pretty good life on that fastball tonight. We've seen him at 94 on a number of occasions.
Popped him up, foul ground, first base side, and it's Sanchez to end the inning. But Russell with a double into the left field corner. Fowler to the opposite corner, and we're tied at 1.
It's a great time at Pints to sit out on our beer garden and watch your favorite sports teams while enjoying one of our 20 beers on tap. Or grab your friends and grab a seat at the full-service bar and catch all the sports action on any one of our 11 TVs at Pints. Stop by Pints on Utica Ridge Road.
The Ford Free Ride is on. Get 0% financing for 72 months for qualified buyers, so you're free from interest for 6 years. That's on every 2015 car, SUV, and truck, so you're free to choose. Plus $1,000 bonus cash direct from Ford on cars and SUVs, so you're free to save. Interest-free financing on every 2015 Ford, plus $1,000 bonus cash on cars and SUVs. Hurry, the Ford Free Ride ends soon at your local Ford dealer.
This is how we do it. Introducing the Dish 2-year TV price lock. Get 190 channels and the award-winning Hopper HD DVR for just $49.99 every month for 2 years. And those hidden monthly fees others charge? With Dish's 2-year price lock, there are none. It's just $49.99. So sit back, relax, and watch TV. Not your bill. Lock it today and get Netflix or NFL Red Zone included for 1 year.
This is how we do it.
Call 1-800-DISH-LOCK.
Aaron Rodgers, Ben Roethlisberger. You won't see them face off in the regular season. You'll only see them on the Quad Cities CW, your official Packers station. August 23rd, the Packers take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Football is back. Packers, Steelers, August 23rd. Coverage begins at 11:30 on the Quad Cities CW, your official Packers station.
Beyond this blue hair lies another realm. A realm full of donuts. Join us as we explore The Simpsons.
Weekdays at 5 on the Quad Cities CW.
U.S. Cellular Field, great to have with us. ABC7 morning anchor Terrell Brown. Up past your bedtime.
Hey, yeah, a little bit. Usually I'd be napping right now, or at least getting ready to.
Cubs
2 a.m. wake-up call.
have tied it 1-1 here in the bottom of the third. Yeah, great atmosphere tonight.
Yeah.
So the air show, did you get up and fly with the Blue Angels this year?
Didn't do it this year. Did it last year. And I think that'll be the last time that I do it.
How'd you come out of it?
What was that like?
All right. Was it a
relatively unscathed? I'll tell you, the hardest part of that experience is when they pull G's, is what they call it. And they basically do a 90-degree turn in midair. And it's like somebody's crushing your body in the middle of the seat. And if you can get through that experience, you can make it. Typically, you pass out right there. I managed to make it through.
There's the 1-2 to Eaton. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So how fast were you going?
Got about 700 miles per hour. That's what the pilot said. 7.5 G's at one point. I'll tell you, the scariest part is when you sign that waiver saying that if you just happen to die during this flight, the United States Navy is not responsible.
Sure.
That's when you know it's serious.
Did you fly in formation with other?
It's just you up there.
I was gonna
They
say.
take you way out to rural Indiana when you do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah, it's a good time.
So that you would never do it again?
No, I think I'm good. It's like jumping out of an airplane.
Right.
Once is enough, you know?
Been there, done that.
Yeah.
Low on Tyler Saladino.
That's the way I feel about the tilt-a-whirl.
Same kind of sensation.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Bryant plays even with the bag at third. And the pitch by Arrieta misses outside. Saladino, that excellent defensive second inning. Talking about your hours, you're up pretty early for the be on the air at 4:30. You have to be wide awake when you get on the air, right?
And I'm not a coffee drinker. Get up at 2 o'clock in the morning. We'll see how long that lasts.
How long you been working this morning shift?
A year and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you adjust, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you know, you never get used to it. You just kind of do it. There is nothing pleasant ever when that alarm clock goes off at 2 o'clock in the morning. But you make it in, and before you know it, you're on TV. You just kind of show up and you get it going.
Ground ball, Castro for out number 2. So you've covered reporting, anchoring a lot of huge events. Do you prefer to be in the field or in the studio or a little bit of both?
A little bit of both. I'd say that's the fair answer. Before I got here to Chicago, I was a correspondent for CBS News in New York. I filed reports for the CBS Evening News and CBS This Morning. Traveled the country and the world. And along with all the horrible things that you see and do, you do some fun stuff too. So the Super Bowl with the Colts and the Saints, that was one of them. Oscars, Grammys, first and last, the last shuttle launch and landing. So all kinds of cool stuff. Really getting a front row seat on history along the way.
No doubt. 1-0 on Abreu. He doubled his first time up.
Isn't Charles Osgood, CBS more?
Oh, yeah.
No Charles?
I used to walk by Charles all the time. Kind of a slight limp into the lobby of the building. He's still kicking it and still doing a heck of a job there, too.
Look out. Backs Abreu off the plate.
Yeah, we talked about Abreu. He's got good power the other way, and he's big and strong, so you can't afford to let him get extended. You have to make sure you work him inside.
There's the 2-1, foul back. VCU, correct?
VCU. Yep, Richmond, Virginia.
Broadcast journalism?
Broadcast journalism.
So is this what you wanted to do growing up?
This has been the crazy, weird passion since I was a kid, for as long as I can remember.
So you've been able to live out your dream. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah. So I left Richmond, went to New York, and then now here in Chicago. Which, by the way, I've got to figure out my allegiance to which team.
Well, that's easy.
Is it?
Cubs are on ABC7, baby.
Well, you know, it's a really touchy subject. It's pretty serious business I hear around here. I could kind of be a little lazy about it in New York. Not quite the case here. So I've got to pick one or the other, and I can't say both.
No, you can't.
No.
3-2. And the pitch. He walked him to keep the inning alive. So Abreu now has reached both times. First walk for Arrieta.
Yeah, we won't say that passions run high for these two teams in the city. Did you notice the in-between inning ceremony when they did the military recognition? And they brought the guy out there, and he got this huge ovation. And all of a sudden, he whipped out a Cub flag. Then you heard that chorus of boos for the military hero. There he is.
There's Cabrera. Runner at first, 2 outs. And a strike called. So you covered the Super Bowl for the news division, yes?
Yeah.
So what was your angle on the big sporting event? Is it all the stuff around it?
That's it. You go into it without a bias, or you try to anyway. But I tell you what, the Saints had a heck of a year that year. And I think they had all the momentum behind them, and they pulled it out and had a heck of a party back in New Orleans, too.
Where was the game played?
Down in Miami.
In Miami.
Yeah.
Sox run an unearned tally in the second. Big error by the pitcher Arrieta. They took advantage. 2 strikes on Cabrera. Abreu not really a threat to run. One bounce right to Rizzo. He'll take it to the bag, and that will end the inning. Terrell Brown, thanks for stopping by.
Great to be with you guys. Appreciate it.
Checking you out. 4:30 a.m. on ABC7.
Some of us see camping as one of life's greatest pleasures. From fishing to sleeping under the stars to hiking or even cooking outside. Using quality equipment makes sure every moment will be memorable and fun. At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we understand. That's why we offer a huge selection of camping gear from top brands like Sundolphin, Camp Chef, Igloo, Buck Knives, Coleman, Frog Togs, Leatherman, and more. So make the great outdoors even more enjoyable with genuine value you can depend on from Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Only once a year can you shop 500 vehicles at 2 great locations. It's the annual Green Hyundai and Zimmerman Honda 4-day block party tent event. 500 cars, 0% financing, every make and model. Honda, Hyundai, Chevy, Ford, Buick, Toyota, Lexus, and more. No wholesalers, open to the public only. No negotiation necessary. Everybody drives. At Green Family Hyundai and Zimmerman Honda's annual 4-day block party tent event. Only at John Deere Road and 70th Street in Moline. Don't miss it.
I would kill for something sweet.
Wanna split that?
No, so much fat.
Don't fight your instincts. With each for 150 calories or less, try our lemon bars, brownies, and new cheesecakes. Fiber One.
I got you something.
Oh. Diamonds.
Yeah?
Oh. Rice World Diamonds, new in Lucky Charms.
When it comes to great fried chicken, it's all about the breading. The crunchier the better in my book. You gotta find that perfect blend of seasoning. We make it fresh so you can take it home piping hot. We have rotisserie chicken, chicken strips, oven roasted chicken, wings, and so many great sides to choose from.
It's delicious.
Perfect for summer picnics and parties.
Makes a great quick dinner.
I get hungry just talking about it. When you think great chicken, think Hy-Vee.
Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC7 is brought to you by Mercedes-Benz. Check out our exciting model lineup by visiting your local authorized Mercedes-Benz dealer or visit us today at MBUSA.com. 1-1 tie, Quintana to Bryant. So you remember a play late in the ball game yesterday. Chris Bryant went down the left field line and made a good effort, but did not make a catch. A foul ball.
Yeah, it's a heck of an effort.
Swing and a miss. So he kind of slid his hands, his knees, the whole deal, and I thought I'm going to ask him about it because the warning track here, if you walked on the warning track here, it's not dirt. It's kind of got the little pebbles. That ball lined out into the gap. Cabrera will cut it off. Bryant with an aggressive turn, and he'll stick with a single. But yeah, he ended up with a bunch of scrapes and things.
Is it like an old cinder running track?
I think so. it's a little rougher than the regular dirt. There you go. So
yeah,
that'll feel very good.
That'll leave a mark. Yep.
Yes, he's got a few strawberries in various body parts. I guess he was mentioning about the Union. I wonder if there will be a point where you get kind of a standard surface on the warning track, because I wouldn't want to dive on that stuff. Would you?
Yeah, I would guess it's in play. It's something that would be discussed. Perhaps has been discussed.
So nothing that will keep him out of the lineup, but like he was pulling pebbles out of the palm of his hand after that attempt. One on, nobody out. Pitch to Rizzo, and he breaks his bat as he pops to the second baseman Sanchez. The broken barrel ends up almost 200 feet from home plate. Look at that. That's the handle. The barrel ended up way out in right in foul territory.
That's choice. He's popped up once to Saladino, and now broken bat, little pop out to second base. Quintana effective with that fastball in on the hands. He's got good life on the fastball. There's also some deception in that delivery.
The single for Bryant extending his hitting streak to 12 games. Soler high and deep to right, but playable.
Next Saturday, it's the 22nd of August, and the Braves are in town. First pitch will be at 3:05, and the first 10,000 fans at the ballpark will receive a John Lester debut bobblehead presented by Las Vegas. For tickets, visit Cubs.com. Wonder if Carrot Top will be there.
Strike called.
You know, that you were talking about Chris and eating the dirt there yesterday, and it's even without the who is that dude?
Sox man.
Even without a rough warning track, that's a lot late in the year. Base stealers sometimes are hesitant to go because they just take a beating. Running hard, sliding, it takes its toll.
Slide step pickoff attempt.
Really vary for a position player from one night to the next. Some nights your legs are real heavy, hard to get going.
The Northfield went, strike three, and that'll end the inning. So the Cubs waste the leadoff single by Bryant. Midway in the fourth, 1-1.
I got you something.
Oh. Diamonds.
Yeah?
Oh. Buy Swirl Diamonds, new in Lucky Charms.
My theory is pretty simple. Happiness before cleanliness. Gooey, flaky, happy. Toaster strudel. Now with more icing.
Choosing from the $4 menu is not for the indecisive. Incredible values await. Behold the original double steak burger meal. The taco salad and chili cheese footlong meals. The garlic double steak burger meal.
What's that sound, Master?
Kung Fu elbow. Try it.
The $4 menu, where all meals are under $4 at Steak and Shake.
Aaron Rodgers, Ben Roethlisberger. You won't see them face off in the regular season. You'll only see them on the Quad Cities CW, your official Packers station. August 23rd, the Packers take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Football is back. Packers, Steelers, August 23rd. Coverage begins at 11:30 on the Quad Cities CW, your official Packers station.
This Monday.
I don't think dinner agreed with me.
Either that or you made a baby.
I can't be pregnant.
She can't be pregnant. I did the hokey pokey. I put my whole self in. I pulled my whole self out.
I cannot believe my wife has sex with you.
Significant Mother. Monday in the Quad Cities CW. Football is back. Packers, Steelers. August 23rd. Coverage begins at 11:30 on the Quad Cities CW.
Let's check out the Dunkin' Donuts fan cam. America runs on Dunkin'. Garcia, half swing, counts as a full cut. Drilled in the rib area to lead off the second. Moved to second on a wild pitch. To third on an error by Arrieta, and then scored on an RBI groundout.
It's not important to hit people, but it's important to establish inside early in the ball game. Just let hitters know you're willing to come in there, especially when you got stuff like Arrieta. It can be intimidating. So he kind of pulled off that last pitch a little bit. A lot of hitters over the years have gotten the reputation that if you buzz their tower or knock them down early, they don't give you much of a fight the rest of their at-bats.
Ramirez is homered for the Pirates tonight. They have a 3-0 lead over the Mets. They're in the 6th inning. Cardinals leading the Marlins 3-1, bottom of the 4th.
That's why they had the conversation. A rare right-on-right changeup from Arrieta.
Deflected off Arrieta, barehanded pick. Bryant, safe. Well, that made a loud noise off Arrieta, and it looks like he's okay. PJ Mainville is ready to head out there with Arrieta. He's telling PJ, I'm just fine. Don't worry about it.
Maybe bottom of the foot or side of the foot. Always worried about chin, ankle on a ball like that. But the meaty part on the side of the foot, if there is such a thing, relative to all the other issues you could have going on down there.
Yeah, it's about the best spot to get hit, I suppose. So an infield hit. Only the Sox second hit of the night. Here is LaRoche. I wanted to mention, we saw in that at bat against Garcia, we had a close-up of Ross. He was looking up at the batter. We often get questions on Twitter, why does the catcher look at the hitter before he gives the signs? Now Ross doesn't that time. But a lot of times you just want to make sure the hitter is not looking.
Yeah, and most hitters don't, but every now and then you'll see a guy trying to peek back a little bit, see if he can cheat and steal a sign. And when I say cheat, I don't mean like it's against the rules, but it's considered taboo. And if a hitter were to have a reputation of doing it, he would probably get some fastballs at his rib cage.
Yep. Good pitch. 1-2. Yeah, so like right now you wouldn't want to be giving the signs while LaRoche is staring down at the plate. You would want him to get a look at what you're doing in his peripheral vision. Two on him.
That's why a catcher will sometimes set up inside early and then slide out late. If we move in early, sometimes the hitter can kind of sense you there. If you think you can fool him into looking in, then go back away. And a lot of times you'll do that with a man on second base in case you're worried about the other team trying to give location.
There goes a runner. Pitches a ball. The throw is a strike, but he's safe. How did he get in? Garcia found a way. Let's see.
Tag was a little high. Tag was a little light. That's a heck of a call because the throw was there. And it was a good call.
Just didn't get the foot, and then it was too high.
Be a little more aggressive putting that tag on him.
That will get the runner to third. As Castro throws out LaRoche, Garcia cautiously around the bag. Not sure what happened there. And we'll see the Cubs bring their infield in against Ramirez.
Yeah, with Arrieta out there and down towards the bottom of the White Sox batting order, Joe Madden not inclined to concede anything here.
Bounce back to Arrieta. They've got Garcia caught midway between third and home. And Bryant dropped the ball. Everybody's safe. Ooh. This has been a game of miscues for the Cubs defensively, as Arrieta with a throwing error, the missed tag, and now another gap on a tag play.
Yeah, I think, once you get the base runner stopped and heading back, make a throw, get it into an infielder's hands, let them handle it. It came to Brian a little late. Chris should have caught the ball, but it came a little late. They're too close together. You don't want to have two guys that close when working a rundown.
So fielder's choice and an error on Bryant, as Joel just tried to settle down the troops here. First and third was still only one out, and the batter is Sanchez.
Sanchez hit the ball sharply to second base last time up. That would work just fine here.
Curve missed. Tipped, 1-1. Good job by Garcia to not be called out for being out of the base path. Yeah, he's fine. Got 3 feet. I mean, if the tag's applied, he's out.
But yeah, and if you drop the ball, it's hard to get that call too. Yep. If you catch the ball and the guy goes out of the baseline or it's a borderline call, you're more likely to get that call. If you drop the ball, the umpire's going to say no play.
Now 2-2.
Alexi Ramirez has stolen 15 bases this year. He's been caught 4 times. He gets a little overly aggressive with his secondary lead. Don't be surprised to see David Ross take a shot at him with Rizzo.
Trouble here for Arrieta in the 4th. Love a strikeout. Flowers on deck. 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. He gets that punch out. 2 down.
In baseball, you're supposed to pick up your teammates, and so Jake, the pitcher, has picked up Jake, the fielder, here tonight. Minimized the damage in the 2nd inning after he committed the throwing error, and he's got a chance to do the same thing here. He was not charged with an error, but put that as much on Jake as on Bryant, that botched rundown.
Flowers sends it in the air to right, but out of play. White Sox lead the majors since July 23rd with a team OPS, that's on base plus slugging, 820. They have been hitting home runs here in the 2nd half.
Huge turnaround where they were dead last in baseball in most offensive categories first 3 months of the season.
One and one.
Defensively too, real sloppy early on. They've tightened that up a fair bit. Flowers has power. Swings and misses a lot. Very high strikeout rate.
Strike called. 1-2.
Strikeout victim last time.
Swing and a miss. Strike three got him on the high heat. And he does escape. So we remain tied. 4 in the books. It's 1-1.
Looking for one of these?
Yoplait. Smooth, creamy, and craved by the whole family.
August 23rd, the Packers take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Football is back. Packers, Steelers. August 23rd. Coverage begins at 11:30 on the Quad Cities CW.
October 12th.
Josh Chan?
A new CW series.
Josh!
That's not about Josh.
Dude, we should hang out. I haven't seen Josh yet.
What's the deal with you and Josh?
It's not about looking for Josh.
You know where he went, though? Because I'd love to,
It's not about obsessing over Josh.
You are obsessed with him.
It's definitely not about moving cross country for Josh.
I did not move here because of Josh, because that would be crazy, and I am not crazy.
Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
Series premiere October 12th on the Quad Cities CW.
3 LA ladies could not get a date until a day came that would alter their fate.
They're looking at us. In LA, they look past us.
They crashed in a place unlike any they'd been, where age doesn't matter and who cares if you're thin.
In Cleveland, everybody seems to think they can pull off wearing shorts.
Yes, Cleveland had all that these women could seek, and there you will find them 5 nights a week.
I get disgusting gestures 10 times a day. It is fantastic.
In Cleveland.
A full hour, weekdays at 4 on the Quad Cities CW.
What are you doing? Just getting my bronze on, baby.
Beat the heat with the boys of summer.
Yay!
On Family Guy.
Weekdays on the Quad Cities CW.
Glass Service Center in Rock Island. From rock chips to windshields for all your glass needs.
Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC7 is brought to you by the Bob LaCourcio Auto Group. You're going to like buying a car this way.
Watch Chicago's #1 news, ABC7 Eyewitness News, weeknights at 10 with Ron Majors, Kathy Brock, Cheryl Burton, Jerry Tapp, and Mark Giangreco.
A 1-1 tie. White Sox had a golden opportunity to take their second lead, but Jake Arrieta with big strikeouts to get out of it.
Yeah, the miscues, it hasn't really cost him too much in the run department, but he has to throw extra pitches because of it. White Sox run in the second inning came without a hit. Hit by pitch, wild pitch, error, unearned run. So, although Jake's scoreless inning streak has been snapped, his earned run streak is alive.
Second pitch was called a strike, not a ball, so it is 2-1 instead of 3-0.
Castro popped up to the catcher in foul territory last time. He had a pretty good pitch to hit, an elevated fastball, just missed it. 3 hits in the ball game yesterday.
Eaton. Lines to Garcia. Well, there was a baseball game at Wrigley Field today. With the Cubs on the road, the annual Under Armour All-America high school game. You see, since 2008, it's been a really nice showcase. In fact, Addison Russell, I think it was 2010, played in the UA All-America game. Addison Russell's coming to the plate.
61st round picks have played in that game since 08. An opportunity for the scouts just to gather and watch all that talent in one place. Kind of makes the scout's job easy, doesn't it? You sit back there and you pull out the radar gun and some kid's throwing 97 miles an hour. You say, yeah, I like him. And some kid turns on it and you go, I really like him.
I'm sure it's fun for Cubs hitting coach John Maley to come back to the south side to Mount Carmel High School. Grew up a Cub fan, however, because his dad did not give him a choice.
It's kind of like religion in that regard. You're born into it. Well, I guess you could convert.
Went to Chicago State and UIC. A well-respected hitting coach. First year with the Cubs. Been a major league hitting coach now with 3 different teams: Miami, Houston, and now Chicago. 3-2 on Russell. Fowler next if Addison can reach base. The pitch drilled way foul.
Hammered a fastball to left last time for a 2-out, 2-base hit. Out in front of that one. I'm guessing that was a change.
Pulled left field. This ball will be fair, and it's going to bounce into the bullpen for a double. From the 9 spot, he's 2 for 2 with 2 doubles.
Yeah, well, you know, Joe Madden's had him in the 9 spot all year. He wanted to protect him early. I don't think he really needs to protect him anymore. And at some point may consider moving him up in the batting order. You're not going to make too many significant changes when you win every night, as the Cubs have been doing. But this is a guy who sooner or later, whether it's this year or next, is going to find himself in a much more important part in that batting order.
Well, the Cubs have 4 hits, 3 have been doubles.
Kind of like a shot blocker in the NBA. Just get that out of here. Whack. Trying to throw that cutter in on me. Get whack.
So this is how the Cubs scored in the 3rd, right? 2-out double by Russell, then the double by Fowler. So Robin Ventura chatting with his entire infield.
Infield in, but I'm guessing that was more of a strategic conversation with what to do with Fowler with Schwarber on deck. As hot as Schwarber has been, Quintana far better against lefties. Yeah, they're going to go ahead and walk Fowler here. Maybe he just wanted to get Quintana's blessing or seek out his opinion on it.
4. And here comes Schwarber. He has struck out and fouled out. Lefty to lefty, and a strike.
Been really good against lefties. He has worn out righties.
Lays off that pitch. How about the night Gregory Polanco has had for the Pirates?
What's he up to?
His first at bat, he singled on the first pitch. Second at bat, he homered on the first pitch. Third at bat, he singled on the first pitch. And his fourth, swung, put a ball in play, reached down an error. 4 pitches, 4 at bats on all 4 times. Nothing but breaking balls here. The Pirates still lead the Mets 3-0. They're now in the 7th.
I thought you were going to say singled on the first pitch, doubled on the second pitch, tripled on the third pitch.
Well, life isn't perfect.
Yeah.
2-2.
That front side closed. Try to fight him off here. Flip one to left.
Base hit to right. Russell around third. Going to be a play at the plate. He is saved. Cubs lead 2-1.
Tyler Flowers emphatically motioning to the White Sox dugout that they should check the video, which they were going to do anyway. Well, he was pretty convinced that he got to Russell before he got to home plate. So the intentional walk in front of Schwarber. He delivers a line drive single. Man, hard to tell. Looked like the foot was ahead of the tag, but I'm not sure if the foot was on the plate or not. And Joe trying to work his way around there where he could get a good look at that one. It's a tough play for the umpire, and the catcher's coming from behind home plate to receive that throw, then going back out to apply the tag.
Well, the White Sox think he was in because Robin will not challenge. So Schwarber comes through. How about that? He only swung at 1 pitch in the at-bat. It was the only fastball he saw, and he rifled it into right to make it 2-1.
Yeah, after the intentional walk. I can't believe they're not challenging that play. Given that it was a run-scoring play, and Chris Bryant's coming up with 2 men on base.
Just throw a flyer out there.
Yeah, I mean, given the looks we had at it, we didn't see anything conclusive.
Foul.
Little cut fastball up in the zone.
One more look here at the plate.
See his toe, I mean.
Yeah, if the glove got the toe, he was out.
Replay, you're not going to argue, okay, he's in there. But we've seen so many calls now. Steele plays at second base where the guy, his foot hits the base, then it's airborne momentarily, and the guy keeps the tag on, and they're able to parse it like frame by frame and make a determination that at some point in the sequence, he was tagged before he, foot actually touched the plate. the bases is different than a play at plate, because if the foot hits the plate, it doesn't matter if you come off it. Once you hit it, the run scores. Whereas a tag play at second, you can be safe and then come off the base and be tagged out. But if I were the White Sox, I would have wanted them to look at it just to make the determination that even though his foot was there, was it maybe not hovering over the plate as opposed to on the plate.
See, right. Yeah, see.
I don't know if his foot touching the plate, though.
I don't know.
It's ahead of the tag, but is it on the plate?
Schwarber will head to second, and he's going to be out. He hesitated when the ball got down, and Fowler did not take off to the plate. Wouldn't have mattered. And Schwarber was tagged out easily. 2-1 Cubs in the fifth.
Only once a year can you shop 500 vehicles at 2 great locations. It's the annual Green Hyundai and Zimmerman Honda 4-day block party tent event. 500 cars, 0% financing, every make and model. Honda, Hyundai, Chevy, Ford, Buick, Toyota, Lexus, and more. No wholesalers, open to the public only. No negotiation necessary. Everybody drives. At Green Family Hyundai and Zimmerman Honda's annual 4-day block party tent event. Only at John Deere Road and 70th Street in Moline. Don't miss it.
Professor Stein! Martin Stein and Ronnie Raymond share embodied.
Ronnie. Not Ronnie.
The Flash. Tuesday on the Quad Cities CW.
I used to have ambition.
That whole whatever vibe. I mean, what's with that?
I used to be passionate, inspired, alive.
I'm hungry. Are you hungry?
Better? Much.
iZombie. Tuesday at 8 on the Quad Cities CW. Aaron Rodgers, Ben Roethlisberger. You won't see them face off in the regular season. You'll only see them on the Quad Cities CW, your official Packers station. August 23rd, the Packers take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Football is back. Packers, Steelers. August 23rd. Coverage begins at 11:30 on the Quad Cities CW, your official Packers station.
October 12th.
Josh Chan?
A new CW series.
Josh!
That's not about Josh.
Dude, we should hang out. I haven't seen Josh yet.
What's the deal with you and Josh?
It's not about looking for Josh.
You know where he went, though? Because I'd love to,
It's not about obsessing over Josh.
You are obsessed with him.
It's definitely not about moving cross-country for Josh.
I did not move here because of Josh, because that would be crazy, and I am not crazy.
Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
Series premiere October 12th on the Quad Cities CW.
Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC7 is brought to you by DeVry University. Different on purpose. Cubs have their first lead tonight. Third time through the order now. Arrieta against Eaton, Saladino, and Abreu.
This play has forced Jake to throw a few more pitches, but still pretty efficient.
One ball, no strikes.
He has not had a 3-up, 3-down inning yet this evening. They're not really efficient. That's pitch number 76. I was looking at the board. The scoreboard, they got the pitchers and they got their numbers next to them. I thought it was the pitches. It's pitchers. It's a 49. That's pretty good.
Matches his uniform number.
How ironic.
Here it comes. It's high, and it's 3-1.
He's never been a power guy, but he is top 10 home runs this year, including one yesterday.
Almost hit him. Time now for the out-of-town scoreboard. It's brought to you by Chrysler. Yankees winning the first 2 games in Toronto, and huge series as they now have a 1.5 game lead over the Blue Jays. Pirates leading the Mets. The Mets on the board. Juan Uribe with a home run. It's 3-1 in the bottom of the 7th. And the Tigers leading at Houston. The Tigers will be the Cubs' next opponent. It is 1-0 for the top of the 6th. They are honoring the 10-year anniversary of the National League champion Astros from 2005. Brad Ausmus back in town. Phil Garner threw out the ceremonial first pitch tonight. Miguel Cabrera, second game off the DL. He's 1 for 2 tonight.
Jeff Blum is doing some TV work for the Astros these days. I don't think he's working the home games. He probably wasn't invited.
Which is funny. That's ironic. You use that word. That's ironic. Broadcaster for the Astros, but he was a part of the White Sox in 05.
A huge home run.
Yeah, an extra innings in Houston.
But Jeff did a lot of good work in an Astros uniform as well, and he's really well liked down there, so we'll give him a pass.
2-1 to Saladino, and he sends it down the right field line, twisting foul. Masahiro Tanaka with a complete game 5 hitter for the Yanks in their win today in Toronto.
So Toronto went to the Bronx, swept the Yankees, and now the Yankees come to Toronto and win the first 2 there. Coming from down, they were down 3-0 last night late with David Price on the mound for the Jays. Knocked him out, and then Carlos Beltran, a pinch hit 3-run home run.
Strike 3. Saladino is out. 5 Ks for Arrieta. He's got 10 straight quality starts. The last Cub pitcher to have 11 in a row was Steve Traxel in 1994. Not quite there yet. Still in line to do so. We're in the 5th inning, having allowed 1 run. Beltran and Teixeira homered today.
And we talk a lot about third time through the batting order and how typically the numbers really go up against a starting pitcher. It's not the case with Arrieta. Opposing batters hit 194 against him third time through. With very little slugging.
Line shot out it as Abreu lines out to Castro, and Eaton got caught and he fell down between first and second. Easy double play. L4-3, and that's it. White Sox done in the 5th inning. 2-1 Cubs.
You play. It's snack time. Oh, look! Yoplait Original now has 25% less sugar. Time to test it. How is it? It tastes good. Congratulations, Yoplait. You did it. Yoplait.
The world's worst roommate.
Toilet's not working, so stay out of the shower.
Whose line is it anyway? Monday in the Quad Cities CW.
This Monday.
I don't think Dinner agreed with me.
Either that or you made a baby.
I can't be pregnant.
She can't be pregnant. I did the hokey pokey. I put my whole self in. I pulled my whole self out.
I cannot believe my wife has sex with you.
Significant mother.
Monday in the Quad Cities CW.
October 12th.
Josh Chan?
A new CW series.
Josh!
That's not about Josh.
Dude, we should hang out. I haven't seen Josh yet.
What's the deal with you and Josh?
It's not about looking for Josh.
You know where he went, though? Because I'd love to,
It's not about obsessing over Josh.
You are obsessed with him.
It's definitely not about moving cross-country for Josh.
I did not move here because of Josh, because that would be crazy, and I am not crazy.
Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
Series premiere October 12th on the Quad Cities CW.
To come up with a great answer,
Shake your butt when you're happy.
you have to think different. Name something you might like about living life as a woman.
Have my own breasts.
Yes! Yes! My very own breast! Find a whole new reality here on The Feud.
Weeknights at 6 on the Quad Cities CW.
Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC7 is brought to you by U.S. Waterproofing. Rely on the experts at U.S. Waterproofing. They've been helping Chicagoland homeowners since 1957. Visit seepage.com or call 888-SEEPAGE for a free consultation. U.S. Waterproofing, a better basement starts with us.
Swing and a miss by Chris Bryant. Underway in the 6th.
Well, Bryant swung through a high fastball first time up. Quintana tried it again last time, and he jumped on it, lined to single to left.
Two and one.